how do I get more comfortable writing SMART objectives? And we get questions about SMART objectives all the time. How can I polish them? How do I make sure they're right? How do I make sure my elements are correct? And what I've found is that a lot of times when the question's being asked, the grant writer, the grant professional, they're worried that there's something they've missed. Like there's something that everybody else who's writing grants knows. And so why can't I naturally write that way? Is kind of it comes from a position of fear, is sort of what it sounds like, or like they're lacking. And let me just say this first. I've not met a single grant writer or grant professional or nonprofit professional who dabbles in grants whose natural style of free form writing is smart structure, is writing a single sentence smart objective. No, it takes practice and it takes time and it takes lots of fresh eyes and editors to help strengthen that muscle over time. So maybe it helps you to think about it the way you might train for like a running race or a biking race or a weightlifting competition, or you might prepare for something else where it's going to take some endurance practice or repetition, like practicing for a piano recital or a new musical instrument, right? Practice and repetition. The same is true when it comes to SMART objectives. We need to practice writing in this way so that we can start to identify some of the areas to strengthen on our own. Geez, I think I could do a little bit more in terms of some extra specificity that would help us have a smarter objective. But you know what? As good as we might personally make our SMART objective muscle, having someone else sit in that reviewer seat, someone who didn't help write the proposal, to look at and specifically focus on your SMART objectives and provide some feedback. Say, great, but I had some questions. The way that you worded this, I wasn't sure if you meant family caregivers from the entire United States or if you meant only those family caregivers that had someone enrolled in the Alzheimer's Association's Adult Day program, specifically in this maybe this city or within the whole state. So we've got to really have some fresh eyes to help us with our perspective. Please don't feel like you have to have all of the answers and have an inner knowledge that is so clear that your SMART objectives are always perfect. I've been in the field for over 20 years, and it takes fresh eyes and other team members to help strengthen my own objectives sometimes. I'm too close to it. Maybe I had too much coffee, maybe too little coffee, but that can help a lot, is to have those fresh eyes.